On a small island off the coast of Italy, there exists a cheese so strange, so forbidden, that it's illegal to sell, yet still loved by locals. It's called Casu Marzu, literally rotten cheese. But this isn't just cheese gone bad, it's cheese, alive, crawling with thousands of tiny, white maggots. And in Sardinia, people risk fines and even disgust to taste it. Casu Marzu starts like any ordinary pecorino cheese made from sheep's milk, but then nature takes over. Flies, known as the cheese fly, Piaphilicaceae, are deliberately allowed to land on the cheese. They lay their eggs inside, and when the larvae hatch, they begin to eat through the fat, breaking it down and giving the cheese its creamy, almost liquid texture. To outsiders, that sounds horrifying. To Sardinians, it's tradition, a ritual passed down for centuries. They say the cheese isn't ready until it moves. So what does maggot cheese actually taste like? Those who've dared to try it say it's incredibly strong, a mix of sharp pecorino, fermented cream, and a sting that burns your tongue. Locals eat it spread on flatbread, often paired with a bold glass of red wine. The maggots, some remove them, others eat them alive, claiming that's when the flavor is at its peak. It's said that if the maggots have died, the cheese has gone too far. Yes, in Sardinia, living maggots mean it's fresh. But why do people still eat it? To understand, you have to understand Sardinia. For centuries, the island was isolated, poor, self-reliant, and fiercely proud. Casu Marzu wasn't made to shock outsiders. It was born out of necessity. Refrigeration didn't exist. Farmers found that allowing flies to ferment the cheese made it last longer and gave it a powerful, unforgettable flavor. It became a food of celebration, shared at weddings, births, and festivals. To Sardinians, Casu Marzu isn't disgusting. It's heritage in modern Italy. Casu Marzu is officially banned by the European Union for violating food safety laws. But that hasn't stopped anyone. Today, it survives on the black market, traded quietly between locals, sometimes hidden in jars, or passed as private gifts. Tourists who want to taste it muster in the locals' trust. Because for Sardinians, Casu Marzu isn't a tourist stunt. It's something sacred, something that connects them to their ancestors and their land. Scientists say the maggots aren't just decoration. They actually transform the cheese. Their digestive enzymes break down fats, creating that soft, intense paste that melts on your tongue. Ironically, without the maggots, the cheese would spoil faster. The larvae protect it from other harmful bacteria. Disgusting, maybe, but in nature, life and decay are sometimes the same thing. One feeds the other. Casu Marzu challenges what the rest of the world calls food. For outsiders, it's revolting, a nightmare you wouldn't dare eat. But for Sardinians, it's a symbol of pride and defiance. It says, we don't need your rules to tell us what's good. They've eaten it for generations, and they'll keep doing so, maggots and all. So yes, in Sardinia, Italy, there is a cheese filled with live maggots. But behind the shock lies something far deeper, a story about resilience, tradition, and the fine line between disgust and devotion. Because sometimes, what seems unthinkable is exactly what keeps a culture alive.